Hello guys, welcome to today's session. So this is your Guna sir taking you your physics starting from basics mathematics. Okay, so all of you have know this right. So we are taking a free lecture series. We have started with basic mathematics and we have already took one lecture. It's about an hour, right? So in that lecture we have seen many things about the trigonometry, right? I have told you about from the starting from sine cos it's the and their definitions, right? And then how to find the trigonometric values for any angles, right? For those that their tricks, everything we have seen, right? So in continuation of this, we are going to see few more things, only few more things about trigonometry. Then we will be starting with calculus, guys. Okay, calculus, I hope everyone knows, right? Differentiation, integration, and so on. So those things we are going to see today. Okay, so I hope everyone have watched the previous video, right? The first lecture on trigonometry. So if anyone missed, please watch that and then come and continue this session. Okay, because that is the basic thing. After that only you should continue this video. Okay, and if you want these notes, right, you can join our telegram group. Okay, so I will be giving the link in the description, right? So without wasting much of the time, we can start, right? So yeah, as I said, these are the things I have discussed in the last sessions, right? So quadrant theory. So these things, these some questions I have discussed with you, right? So in continuation of that, right? As I told you already, we are now going to continue this trigonometry. Only few things are left, guys. Okay. So in that, first we are going to see about trigonometric ranges and approximation. Okay. So it's nothing but the simple thing which you need to remember, and it is very important, guys. Okay. It is very important. Right here you can see I have written minus 1 is less than or equal to sine theta is less than or equal to 1. Okay, what is its meaning? What do you mean by saying this, sir? Right? So what does it mean? Means at any angle theta, right? For any angle, let it from 0 to any angle till 360 degrees. At any for any angles, the value of sine theta, the trigonometric ratio sine theta, its value will be lies in between minus 1 to 1. Okay, so minus 1, 0, 1. So in between fractions it can be 0.9, 0.7, anything, but it won't go beyond 1 or minus 1. Okay, so that's the meaning. So that is the range for that sine theta value. The range is between minus 1 to plus 1. The same for cos theta also. Okay, and for tan theta it is from minus infinite to infinite. So simply it is from infinite to infinite. So any values it can be for tan theta. Okay, so main thing is about sine and cos. Their ranges are between minus 1 to 1. That's it. So their values can't exceed greater than 1. Okay, it can't be 2 or 1.5. It won't be for any angle. Sine theta and cos theta value will be greater, sorry, less than or equal to 1 or minus 1. So this side, okay, like that. It won't be my 1.1, 1.2. It can't be. Okay, for any angles, even in minus also it won't be. Okay, that is the thing it represents. That is called, this is the what we call trigonometric ranges. So between what range their values will be. Okay, so that's the thing. So you can ask why it is, why it is the sine theta, how it is. So for that, I can explain it this triangle. Okay, so you know, right, what is sine theta based on the right angle the triangle we will calculate it, right? So that is nothing but sin theta means it is opposite by hypotenuse, right? So P by H. So you need to understand here sin theta is nothing but P by H, right guys? So now when you see this right in right angle triangle, always this hypotenuse is the longer side. Okay, so P or B means this base side or perpendicular side, both will be less smaller only small when compared to hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is the greater one. Okay, so in comparison to P and B means the perpendicular side. Let's speak about only perpendicular because here we are going to see about sin theta, right? So based on this, right? So sin theta is nothing. Sin theta we have seen P by H, right? So it is P by H, and as I said, P is always less than H. Okay, H is the larger values at every time. So when you see now you can see, right? So P by H smaller value divided by the larger one. So however it will be either equal or less than 1. Why? Because if P and H is equal, then you will get sin theta is equal to 1, right? If not, on all the other cases, H will be the larger one, right? So for example, if you take 1 by 3, what will be the answer? It will be less than 1, right? So when you take like this, the fractions, the smaller values on the numerator and larger values in denominator, always it will be less than 1. If both are equal, it is 1, right? I hope now you understand. So here we have always H is larger than P. In case it can be equal to P, but it can't be smaller. Hypotenuse side is it is always larger. Okay, so H is always larger, or you can say equal, but it can't be less than P. Okay, so that's why that this division its value will always be less than 0 or equal to 0, and that's why so this decision division is nothing but sin theta, right? So that's why sin theta its ranges from -1 to +1, and similarly cos theta also, even B is also less than only. So for when comparing to H, B is also less than only, there also H is the larger side. So the same thing, right? So when it comes to cos theta, what happens? The fraction alone changes, right? So P by H will become B by H, and here also H is the larger one and it is in the denominator, right? So again the same only it will be there, right? So cos theta is also B by H, and again H is the larger value, and that's why its ranges between -1 to +1, right? This is the simple thing, guys. And another important thing is there. Yeah, so another important thing which is this small angle approximation, guys. Okay, so I said two things, right? Trigonometric ranges and approximation. In that ranges we have discussed this small angle approximation. Let's see, guys. Okay, so small on telling the name itself you can understand, right? For small angles in the same 1 degrees, 2 degrees, like that. Okay, so mostly you can say less than 10 degrees, but most probably less than 5 degrees. Okay, so 1 2 3 degrees. Okay, so when the angle is at that small angles, right, their values are very small, then you can do the approximation that sin theta is approximately equal to tan theta, and it is equal to theta again. So and cos theta you can approximate to 1, any values. Okay, cos 1 degree, 2 degree, 3, anything you can approximate it to value 1. And for sin theta and tan theta it becomes equal, and that is its value. The theta means, for example, if we have sin 2 degrees, right, or 4 degrees, sin 4 degrees means its value is nothing but 4 degrees, Okay, so if you want to write it in radians, you can write 4 into, last class I have told you, right, how to convert degrees to radians to degrees. You can multiply with pi by 180, right? So then it will come 4 degrees means 4 into pi by 180, that's why it will be pi by 45, right? So pi by 45 radians. So sine 4 degrees, you can write pi by 44 radians like that also. Okay. So this is again, this is simple thing, guys. Okay. This is the thing about trigonometric ranges and approximation. Okay. So moving forward to the next thing, right? Yeah, here it is the basic thing, two things. Okay. So here the note point you can see, right? So sine negative. So when the angles are negative, right? So I told you, right, in last class, when you measure angles in anti-clockwise, it is positive, and in clockwise, if you measure, it is negative like that. I have told you, right? So when the angles you are getting in negative values, sine minus theta means sine minus 90 degree, minus 45 degrees. Then how you need to take the trigonometric ratios means, here it is sine minus theta, you can take minus sine theta. Similarly, tan minus theta is also minus tan theta you can take. But the difference is here, cos minus theta is plus cos theta. Okay, so there you no need to worry about the negative sign in the angle. You can just take it. So cos of minus theta and cos of cos theta both are equal. Okay, so you're there. You don't need to worry about the negative sign. But for sine and tan, you need to take the trigonometric ratios itself in negative value when the angle is negative. Means see, sine 90 theta means minus sin theta. Okay, sin minus theta means minus sin theta. This is the thing. This is how you need to take trigonometric values for negative angles. Okay, so next thing is the trigonometric identities, guys. Okay, so this trigonometric identity is very basic thing, right? You people must have studied from class 8 9 itself, right? At least from class 9 you should have studied. This is very simple, like it's a formula like thing, guys. Okay, so you should remember these things. Okay, so these three basic formulas you can keep. Okay, so sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 means, so when the angles are same and you have the thing in this format. Okay, so let's say there is, you have sine square 45 degree plus cos square 45 degree. So that thing, right? So that expression you can simplify to just value 1, because uh, using this trigonometry identity, first identity. Okay, so sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. The only thing you need to keep in mind is, for sine square and cos square theta, the angle should be same. If you have sine square 60 degrees plus cos square 45 degrees, then you can't use this identity. Both should have same angles, right? And here cos square theta, sorry, cosecant square theta, we know cosecant is nothing but inverse of, sorry, not inverse, reciprocal of sine, right? But what about cosecant square means, yeah, you will say it is reciprocal of sine square, sir. Yeah, you can use that, but in some places, right? So you can use this identity means, so wherever you get cosecant square theta, you can replace that with 1 plus cot square theta, or else when you have 1 plus cot square theta, you can replace it with the cosecant square theta. So based on the numerical, based on which value cosecant you need or cot you need, which you have, you can use it. Okay, even using this first identity, right? So here you have sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So, okay, I don't want you guys to confuse. While solving questions, I will explain. Okay, you can just remember the formulas now. Okay, so but the basic thing is what I'm coming to say is, if you have, let's say, in a question, you have sine square theta value, but you need it cos. Okay, so in options, let's say every option is in the term in terms of cos. So how you can change? So sine square 45 degrees if it is there, using this trigonometric identity, first identity, you can put 1 minus cos square theta, right? See here what it is, sine square plus cos square is equal to 1. So if you have sine already, right, sine square theta already if you have, then you can put 1 minus cos square theta, right? That's it. So this cos square theta will go to the right hand side. Like that, you can modify these identities and use based on how the MCQs is given. Based on your needs, you can modify it, right? That's what I was telling. And third identity is nothing but secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. As I said, wherever you have 1 plus tan square theta, you can replace it with secant square theta simply. Okay, so this is about trigonometric identities, and moving forward we have some trigonometric formulas, guys. Okay, so in last class I have told you how to find the angles, right? Angles for any angle if they give, sorry, not how to find angle, how to find trigonometric ratios, right? Apart from that 0, 30, 45 and 60, 90, if they use some other angles, general angles, how to find, we have discussed, right? So apart from that, you can use this trigonometric formulas also directly if you remember. Okay, so this, okay, first we can see this formulas, then I will show you how you can use this. Okay, so we have actually some 15 to 18 formulas, guys. Yeah, in this, at least up till this 11th one, you need to remember. This is very important, guys. Okay, right? So till 11th formula, at least till the 11th one, you need to remember for sure. Okay, like, then only it will be easy for you. You need to know these basic things. Okay, so I hope you know we don't need to explain this. This is basic thing. On seeing itself you can understand, right? So sin a plus b means you can expand it to sin a cos b plus cos a sin b, right? So what is this, sir? A plus b means, in last class we have seen, right? So we will have like angles like 135 degrees, right? So to find the trigonometric values, what we will do, we will write this one 135 degrees in two terms, like 90 plus, we can write it, right? So 90 degrees plus 45, we can expand like this. 135 we can expand like 90 plus 1, sorry, 90 plus 45, right? So there, how we can, how we did using the tricks, using that quadrant theory, everything we calculated what is sine that 135. But now you can use this formula also. So sine 135 means you can write it as sine 90 degree plus sine 45 degree. So then it will be in this format, right? So you can use this formula. So A is nothing but 90 degrees, B is nothing but 45 degrees. You can simply use this formula. Okay, so you can use this. So substitute the value. So A is 90, B is 45, right? So you can write sin 90 cos 45 plus cos 90 sin 45. Like that you can expand. Using this formula also, you can easily find the value of sin 135 degrees. Okay, so this is, so like this only you can use this, guys. Okay, so next formula you can see sin a minus b, you can expand as same thing, right? Sin a cos b same, but the difference is here minus cos a sin b. So based on the sign here, in right side also the sign will change, guys. Okay, so those things you should be very careful. Okay, so for cos it is different. So cos a plus b means you can expand as cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So here the contradiction is there, right? So a plus b, but here it is minus, right? So because in first thing you have seen a sin a plus b means sin a cos b plus only, but here it will be changing. So these things you need to remember. You should not make mistakes here at all. Okay, because here only we will be confuse ourselves, and we will make big mistakes, and so the whole question will become wrong, right? And then so the last one is cos a minus b. You can expand as cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. Like this you can expand these things, guys. Okay, and so similarly again you can use these formulas also. Okay, so this is next set of formulas. So there you have seen sin a plus b, that's it, their expansion also. But if you have like this, right? So sin a plus b and sin a minus b, you need to add both, right? Then you can't do the lengthy thing, right? So for sin a plus b you have to write first sin a cos b plus cos a sin b again plus, and other again this expansion of this sin a minus b. So you can't do very lengthy things, right? So that's why we have given this directly. So when you need to add those two things, right? See here. So the first two there, the fifth formula is nothing but you are just going to add these two things, right? So when you add this, what you will get is the directly we are going to study as a formula. That's why it will be easy for you, right? So sin a plus b plus sin a minus b, you can simply write it as 2 sin a cos b. That's it. Okay, but here in every formula you need to be very careful, guys. Okay, so for example, sin a plus b, it is there, and you will have, so a plus b means it is a format. I am saying, right? I hope you got it. Yeah, just now we have seen an example also, right? So like that 90 plus sin 90 plus 45, right? So 90 plus 45 is there. So okay, 90 plus 45, simply I will take first one as no, mostly it will be okay, but I'm saying just in case you should be very careful on choosing a and b values. Okay, so mostly if you take a as a larger value, it will be good for you. You won't be getting any mistakes. Okay, I hope you understand. So a 90 plus 45, if you have, you take a as 90 because that is the larger value. So mostly I'm saying, okay, like that if you choose, it will be easy for you also. Okay, so like that, as same as the fifth one. Sixth one, you can, it is subtraction of first and second formulas, right? So sin a plus b minus sin a minus b, right? That you can write 2 cos a sin b. So you shouldn't ask, sir, both are same on only, why different formulas? But it is not same, right? First one is means the fifth one is 2 sin a cos b, but the sixth one is cos a sin b. So here a and b are different things, right? So if you have a and b are different values, so you should be very careful here. So for example, let's say the same example we can take, right? Sin 90 plus 45 you can take, right? So here for if you take for the, so 90 plus 45 means we can take this is 90 as a and 45 as b, I am saying. Okay, so here for fifth one it will be 2 sin 90 cos 45, right? Because a is 90, b is 45. But for sixth one it will be to cos 90 sin 45. So both are different, right? So you don't confuse with in that places. Okay. And similarly 7 and 8 also you can, on seeing itself you can understand, guys. Okay, so there is nothing to explain, right? So moving forward, and this is very very important thing, guys. Okay, so this 9, 10, 11, it is very important, I am saying again. Okay, so it is like another one what you can say application only. Okay, so first what you have seen sin a plus b, right? So you just think, what if the both angles a and b are equal? Then you can write 2a or 2b or simply 2 theta, like that, right? So that is the here. That is what here we have given. So sin 2 theta. So directly what you can write? You can write 2 sin theta cos theta. 2 into sin theta into cos theta you can write. So if you need in terms of tan theta, you can use this formula also directly. Okay. So sin 2 theta you can directly keep it as 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta, like this also. And same thing for cos 2 theta, you can write cos square theta minus sin square theta, or else you can use 2 cos square theta minus 1 or 1 minus 2 sin square theta. So all these three values are equal to cos 2 theta only. Okay, so like this you can use any values. Okay, I hope here everything is fine and nothing there to explain also, right? And again, similarly, the same thing, guys. There you have sine 2 theta, but here it is 3 theta. Okay. So based on that, this right hand side values will also change. That's it. Simple thing. And this last four thing, you can see it is similar to this 5 to 8. This 5 to 8 and 15 to 18 are similar, guys. So similar in the sense, see here, here it is sine a plus b plus sin a minus b, right? So here, but here, right? Sorry, here it is just sin c plus sin b. That's it. So a plus b becomes c, a minus b becomes d. Why? Because see, for example, so when you solve questions, you can understand. So that is for, let's say, for example, you are getting like 135. Just now we saw, right? So like that means you can expand 90 plus 45. So that time you can use that angles, right? But when you have directly without, like for example, uh, what to say, for example, let's see, for this 15th one, let's see, wait a minute, I will show you an example so that you will understand. Yeah, see here, what you it is sine 105 degrees plus sine 15 degrees, right? So here you can use anything. So first we can see the first thing. Okay, first model, first method. So for this you can make use of that fifth formula in the sense sine a plus b plus sine a minus b. How you can write this in that format means 105 degrees we can write 60 plus 45. 15 degrees we can write 60 minus 45, right? So this is, so that is same. So sin 105 you are writing sin 60 plus 45 plus same plus sin 15 degrees you can write as sin 60 minus 45. So this becomes in format of that fifth formula, right? Fifth formula in the sense which is this one, sin a plus b plus sin a minus b, right? In this format it is there. So then you can just you substitute this value, so means 2 sin a cos b, right? So that's why here I have also written the same. So here a is 60, b is 45, right? So 2 sin 60 cos 45, right? So when you substituting the values, right? So 2 into sine 60 is nothing but root 3 by 2, and cos 45 is nothing but 1 by. So this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. That's why the final value will be getting root 3 by 2, right? So based on using this fifth one, you can solve like this, or else, right? So using that 15th formula also, you can solve this question, guys. Okay, so instead of expanding like this, you can just keep it as it is same. Okay, so sine 105 plus sine 15. So you can take c as 105, d as 15 degrees. Okay, right? So when you use that, again you are going to get the same answer, just the formula you are using is different and the solving method is different, right? So when you use this 15 formula, right, so you should expand this as 2 sine c plus d by 2 theta, sorry, angle, degrees. Okay, so this is about angles. In bracket I have written the angle. Okay, you should not think that it is in multiplication. Okay, so sine c plus d by 2 into cos c minus d by 2. Okay, so like that you can expand if it is in the format of sin c plus sin d, right? So here you can see it is right. So it is in that format only, sin c plus sin d. C and d different angles, but both are sine only. So then you can use that formula, that is nothing but 2 sine 2 sine c plus d by 2. So c is nothing but 105 degrees, d is nothing but 15 degrees. So 105 plus 15 divided by 2 into cos 105 minus 15 by 2. Why? Because that is the formula, right? Cos c minus d by 2, right? So that's it. Then you can just simplify and you can write it. So 105 plus so cos 105 plus 15, it's nothing but 120, right? So 2 sine 120 by 2 into cos 90 by 2. Because 105 minus 15, it is 90. So when again you can simplify that into 2 sine 60 degrees into cos of 45 degrees, right? So that is the same thing you have got here also, right? So here you can use anything, any of these methods. Okay, so like this based on the angles. So if you can expand, you can use that formula. If you can't, you can directly use this formula. That's the thing. So again the value, you will get the same answer, root 3 by 2 only, guys. Okay, so I hope you got it right. So this is about the trigonometric values, right? So this is about whole trigonometry itself, guys. So you just in trigonometry everything you just want to remember. Okay, why? Because here again, even in the last class I have told you, in NEET, right? In your NEET examination, no one is going to ask about the what is sine 3 theta, what is sine 2 theta, right? Like that, they are not going to ask. But why you need to learn this means to solve your NEET questions from other chapters. Okay, so what you need to do means here in trigonometry you need to remember these things. So these are trigonometry ranges, trigonometric approximation, trigonometric identities. These trigonometry, some 18 formulas I have given you. In last class I have told you about the conversions between degree and radians, right? And about how to find the angles. So that is very, very important. In among all these, how to find the trigonometric values for any angles, right? I have given you some tricks on based on that coordinate theory also, right? So that is, so those things you need to remember to solve the questions, to solve the MCQs from your syllabus, from your physics syllabus, right? So especially in optics, right? Like that, this trigonometric, it is going to help you more. Okay, so when you are very strong in trigonometry, you can solve even the tough questions there. Okay, so here The thing is, you need to study, you need to revise these formulas. Okay, you need to remember this. That is the main thing. Okay, so I have given you another example question also. Again, already we discussed this, right? Sine 135. So how to do that? In two methods, either you can do sine a plus b also, a minus b also, right? Why? Because sine 135 you can expand as 90 plus 45 also, or 180 minus 45 also. So based on this, okay, this is in the form of sine a plus b. You can use its formula and expand it. It is in the form of sine a minus b. Use that and expand it. So like that, you can use. Okay, so based on the need, however, you can use the formulas and find the solve the equations. Again, another one example I have given you. Okay, so you can solve this, and even solution is there, so you can just try yourself one time. Okay, yeah, so some MCQs also there, right? So let's see one by one, right? So the first question is basically, if tan theta is 5 by 12, what is the value of 3 sin theta plus 2 cos theta? What is it value? The question is about this. Okay, so first thing you understand is, just you have tan is equal to 5 by 12. That's it. So keeping this, you need to find 3 sin theta plus 2 cos theta. For this expression, you need to find the value. For that, first of all, you need what is the value of sin theta and cos theta, right? First you need that. So first you need to find that. But what you have, only tan theta. So we have what we have seen in the very first class, very first thing what we discussed. What are trigonometric ratios, right? So tan theta is nothing but opposite by adjacent side, right? In a right angled triangle, tan theta is the ratio of opposite by adjacent side, right? So let's see. Let's take here the right angle triangle I have drawn. Here, let's say this is the theta. Okay, this angle. So that's why tan theta 5 by 12 means opposite by adjacent is 5 by 12. So you can just keep it as 5 here, opposite, and adjacent is 12, right? So now you can easily find h means the hypotenuse using the Pythagoras theorem, right? So based on that, if you solve, right, h square is equal to 5 square plus 12 square, you can write, because that is the Pythagoras theorem, right? So if you, instead of 5 if you have a, and instead of 12 if you have b, the what is Pythagoras theorem? H square is equal to a square plus b square, right? So a square b square means not that formula thing. So a plus b whole square, not, you should not go there. Just instead of keep writing adjacent side, perpendicular side, we are just keeping one simple. So hypotenuse length, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of squares of the other two sides. That is Pythagoras theorem, right? I hope everyone knows this. So when you solve this, 5 square is 25, 12 square is 144, and when you add it, you will get h square is equal to 169, and that's why h is nothing but 13, right? So from this, now you have find that h value is 13. So now you have all the values, right? You have adjacent, opposite, hypotenuse, everything you have. So now you can easily find sine and cos theta. That's why you can find the values of that expression also. So first of all, you can find sine theta value, that is opposite by hypotenuse, right? So opposite is 5, hypotenuse just now we find 13. So that's why sine theta is nothing but 5 by 13. And cos theta adjacent by hypotenuse, that is 12 by 13. So that's it. So you got sine and cos values. So then you can directly substitute them in this expression, and therefore you can find the value of this expression also. So now you substitute this sine theta and cos theta values in this expression. That is 3 sine theta plus 2 cos theta. So when you substitute, right? So 3 sine theta plus 2 cos theta, you can put the values of sine and cos. So 3 into 5 by 13 plus 2 into 12 by 13 you will get, right? So 3 5s are 50, 2 12s are 24. You will get 15 by 13 plus 24 by 13. And again, the denominators are same. You can just add up the numerators alone, right? So 15 plus 24, it is 39 by 13. So that's why 113 is 13. 3 13, so you can take 39. So that's why the final answer will be just 3. So 3 sin theta plus 2 cos theta will be 3. The answer is 3. Okay, that's it. So this is how you need to find, guys. Okay, so even if you are given only cos theta, you need to apply the sides based on that ratio. You can draw the right angle triangle, and then you can, using Pythagoras theorem, you can find another value. From that you can find all the values, all the trigonometric values. From that, whatever they have asked, you can find them. Easy, right? That's the simple thing, guys. Okay, and now this is the question you try to solve before I discuss it. Very easy only, guys. So, which of the following is correct value for sin theta? Right? I hope everyone will answer correctly. The answer will be second option. Why? Because we have, in starting of the class itself, we have seen, right? So sin theta, its range will be always between -1 to +1, right? So in the given option, only this second option suits that, because 1 by root 5 means, so root 5 it will be okay 2 point something, 1 by 2 point something, it will be less than 1, right? Okay, fine. But 2 it is greater than 1, so it was not the answer. Root 2 it is 1.4, it is greater than 1, so it is also not the answer, it is wrong. And again, here it will root 5 you will get 2 point something, right? So 2.2 itself, if even if you keep and divide by 2, again you will get 1.1. Again, it is greater than 1, so it won't be the answer. So only answer which suits this range of sin theta is the second option, and that's why that is the correct one. And again, it is again easy question, guys. What is correct value of cos 4? Even while I'm explaining the small angle approximation, I told you, right? I guess many of you have selected the option 1, but that is wrong, because for a small angle approximation, cos theta is equal to 1, right? That's what we have seen, right? For small angle approximation, you can approximate cos theta into is equal to 1. For sine and tan only, it is theta. Okay, so you should be careful here. Yeah, again, sine 1 degrees. What will be the answer, guys? I hope everyone will solve this easily, right? So just before watching, right, how I am solving, you just try to solve yourself. This is at a very, very basic thing, right? Yeah. So the answer is fourth option, right? All of these. How? Because so we can see, we know in small angle approximation, sine theta will be equal to tan theta, and that is equal to theta. So sine 1 degree, how you can write? Based on this, tan 1 degree also you can write. So third option is answer. Again, it is equal to theta also, right? So you can write it as 1 degree also. That's why first option is also answer. And again, in first class, I have taught you, right, how to convert degrees into radians. So 1 degree you can convert into radians. So for converting that, you should be multiplying with pi by 180, right? So 1 into pi by 180 means pi by 180 radians only, right? So that's why this is also correct. So answer is all of these, right? Yeah, I hope everyone have got it right. So this is about the trigonometry, guys. Okay. So this is all about trigonometry, right? So from So what you need to do is you need to revise these everything. You need to remember this first. Okay, right? So if these question you can solve again, you can. I hope you have your question banks, right? You can solve the questions, right? And for question practice, I have told you already. You can use our app, MemoNeet app, right? For especially for physics, you have everything you need, guys. Conceptual questions, PYQs, NCRT exercise. Now we are even adding exemplar questions. Means not just the MCQs. Every even short answer, long answer questions also we have converted them into two or three MCQs and we are adding them. Soon we will be adding that also. So everything what you need for physics, you will be getting in the MemoNeet app. So in the description, I have given you the link. You can download and use it. Okay. So that's it, guys. With this, we can end this. Okay. So this is very short lecture. So as soon as possible, even tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will come up with this differential calculus test. Okay, differentiation. Okay, both the theory and questions we can solve. Right. Okay, guys. Thank you.